So I'm coming in for MHA's initial responder development. Today we're going over my Tasmanian Tiger Trooper bag. This bag is something that is very dear to me. I've used it a lot, it's been traveling with me all over the world for my duties, and you can clearly see over the 5 years of use that I've come out of this thing, it still maintains a pretty good shape and it's been thrown around in airplanes and all over the place, and the buckles and everything is still good. So that's just something about the quality about this bag, and I still love it, still use it. So what is the buying philosophy behind this bag? I wanted a bag that I could take easily with me, that I could use for about 48 hours to 72 hours at max. Then this is something that I think would still shine. We're going to go over some of the features, some of the philosophy, some of the things that you can do with this bag. And so let's first go over the build quality of this thing. The build quality of the Tasmanian Tiger bag is something I'm very, very pleased with. For the hard use I have put it through, it held up very well. So one of the things I mostly love about all of the Tasmanian Tiger products is because look at that carry system. I just love it. It's so soft, it's so comfortable. If you put any form and shape or weight in this bag, it will distribute very nicely. It's awesome. I love it. Not only that, there is enough air ventilation gap in the spine of it. And that hip band is extremely comfortable. So that was one of the reasons why I was looking into this bag, because of the carry comfortability. And one thing I've learned with the duties that I'm doing, both in search and rescue, is that comfortability is something I will not willing to compromise in. Yes, it will increase some of the weight. This pack on itself is a pretty heavy pack. But talking about the hip belt in itself, which is a very interesting design for me, because you can take this off and it reveals the carry handle capabilities, so the support, but you can carry this as a war belt. It has Molly laser in there and allows me to, if I wanted to, which very likely I won't, but I can use this as a war belt. Very interesting. So that was good design on their part. Let me get this back in there. Also, the adjuster at the back, this place, is pretty adjusted to my body, and it works for me very well. There's not a lot of play in there, but what you can play in there is good enough so the bag swings with you for what you need it to. So coming at the back side, so the rest of the design of the bag, you can see that I've added a few things to there. I generally don't like to have swing sides for the outside of my back because I tend to get stuck in things. But I got one of their canteen carriers, which is very durable, and it's been holding up ever since as well. The back side of the compartment, it has been designed in a very particular way, so it has an open shell. So the zipper goes all the way around, which is nice if you want to access things. Also, the buckles on the side are extremely high quality. I don't know, it says VT on the buckle, and it's pretty good. I love them. One thing though, these things, like the elastics that you can see on here, good quality as well. The stitching is awesome. I love it. The only thing that you can see the very usage is across the time is this butt plate, but you can see it's designed, and well, it's like a rubbery kind of texture, and it just works. So up from the top side of this bag. So this bag consists of three major compartments. So you got a front, a top loading, and the general open sides. So let's start with the top. The top of the bag has a very nice compartment. I used to store all kinds of things here, but what you can see is I probably overloaded it over time, and it has seen some damage. because of the intensive use over time. But the rest of the interior is holding up very, very well. It has a little compartment on top, which I usually put a compass or some administrative sites and stuff in there, a mesh for something else that you can work with. I got some MREs, got some other stuff that you just dumped some stuff in here for the heck of it. I found this part of the design was very, very, very clever. So you can see like as there's a mesh kind of through, but it's not a mesh, it is a see-through panel. And I loved it. And it's still holding up. Even the zippers here are still holding up. Not a lot of damage for the 5 years. And it just works. Onto the front side compartment. This is where I like to keep my medical kind of stuff. And you can see it's a mess. So I got a hat in there, some medical stuff. This is for my man tracking capabilities, so just using it to measure out tracks. So I'm not going over these. So this bag does not come with these compartments. You have to buy them separately, which is very interesting to know. So you can see they're properly set up, but if you want them, let me know. We can go over them at a different time. So what you can see is they have chosen to go with a Velcro insert. The Velcro works, as you can clearly see. I have enough space to put a decent size thing in there. And mid-size, the insides are roughly 29 centimeters in width, and another inside compartment is about 44 centimeters tall in length. I've stuffed it pretty full, and if I have it fully stuffed, it will the sides will have an expansion of about 7 centimeters approximately. 7 to 10 centimeters expansion capability. Now we're going to go over the top side of the bag, which was this. We're going to show this compartment here. So this organizational compartment I usually use to store either medications or basic stuff to repair my foot. If something goes wrong, I get blisters or something like that. There's a very clever design of it. The zippers stayed well, and even to these things, I've absolutely abused the heck out of them. And they still hold up after 5 years, so that's pretty good. So each compartment on the top side is 10 centimeters high by 12. And roughly, if you do your best, it would expand about 2 to 3 centimeters. Then we have a small extra compartment in here, which is another zipper. It's an extra detail. There is hooks for inside that you can use something like elastic or ropes, or you can attach something through there. It's very clever. So now we're going over the main compartment of this thing. We just have some cold weather clothing because it's pretty wintry right now. As one of the things now we have coming over the main compartment, you can clearly see there is some places on the side where you can put like a bottle in, something like that. The top ones don't contain stretch. The one that's down below contains a lot of stretch. Same on the side, but no stretchy pocket on the right side of the bag. On top we have either an antenna access option. I usually run a water bottle bladder in there. Talking about water bladders, there is a water bladder hook on top and a little rope as well for doing it at the same time. Do one thing that I like to keep in mind when I was going over this bag and the usage of this bag over the 5 years is I really dislike that it doesn't have a dedicated bladder compartment. That's the one thing that this bag is significantly lacking. They need to have a place where I can put a water bladder in the back, and I don't understand why they did not do it. So if you desperately need a place for you to put your water bladder, this is not the bag for you to have. Forget it. This whole thing, I just tried to put some elastic in here, as you can clearly see, to keep the water bladder in place. Although it does stay in place, but yeah, it's not the best. I don't know why they went to go through with that piece of design. So let's remove this very quickly. But the rest of the inside, again, like the top front of the bag, there is Velcro in here, so you can, even if you wanted to, you can put Velcro in here and just stretch things down, and it has molding. So the inside of the bag is, it's a little bit tough. It's not an exact measurement, but it will come about 55 centimeters, and the height of it, well is about 19 centimeters at the highest point. It's not exact science. So talking about more compartments, we have 3 mesh compartments on the side here. Those are working very well. And on top I keep my water filtering kit. Here's nothing. And some other place which I generally use for some other stuff. The compartments each are 11 centimeters by 26. I would say they expand by, just if you would overfill it, I've done that. So if you do your best, they would overfill by about 4 centimeters. But it becomes pretty stretchy and on the front side as well, and it would limit your compartment size on the front side of the bag. So overall, I would say after 5 years, this bag is pretty much going to last me my lifetime. And either I'm going to give it away to somebody if I don't like it anymore, but yeah, I'm going to see how it ends up and how it still holds up in some possible anti-poaching operations and even within search and rescue. So this is Robin for AmHat's International Responder Development. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can get more responder development content. I'll see you next time.